Seun Kuti is here with us to discuss the issues in the music industry, the controversy surrounding the death of Mohbad, and also some of the intrigues, the issues he has experienced in his music career. And we'll also touch on the collaboration that's coming up very soon. And of course, it is close to a month since Promise Aloba Ilerioluwa died, and many events regarding the incident have taken place. For example, Naira Marley and Sam Larry have been remanded in prison for 21 days by the court. Seun Kuti, a talented Nigerian singer and musician, joins us today to discuss this and more. Thank you very much for coming on the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, first of all, let me have your reaction to the issues happening now in the industry. Of course, Sam Larry is in prison custody. Same with Naira Marley and some other key individuals in this case in the death of Mohbad.
But in the bigger picture of what's going on in our country in general, what is a bit alarming is to see people kind of celebrating this as some kind of victory. The loss of Mohbad is a tragedy, and to see even more of our talented young people who might lose their career or even their livelihood, and maybe even their life if they are guilty of this crime, is a tragedy for our nation in general. That we have sunk into a place where, we have become American-style gangsters, and we are losing talented people to violence and unnecessary deaths. In general, if we follow what the police have said yesterday, that the nurse
is a prime suspect,
has admitted, So, except I'm being told that Naira paid the nurse to do the job, what are we really doing? So I mean, it's a tragedy any way you look at it, from all the sides, all the angles. Is the failure of our society, is the failure of the elders. And that's one thing we don't discuss in this country. The fact that because the elders and the professionals, we too are also the elders now. I'm 40, and because we refuse to be responsible, to really be responsible for the future generations, the ones before us, it is important that we understand that even my dad, my father never had to tell me something twice. Why? Because he lived that example. Everything he asked of us, he lived it. You understand? So we as elders refusing to grow up, we're now behaving like young people so that we are, in a way, validating their behavior because we are refusing to correct or maybe we are cowards. We don't want to confront our own younger brothers and sisters, to make them better people. And the best way to do that is for us to become better people. And since we're refusing to take that step, we want to keep acting like children in the club all day, doing the same dance young people are doing. So we are dropping the ball and we are failing them. And in that aspect, more, how would I say it, maybe evil people are taking advantage of that and beginning to inspire people, our young ones, in a negative way.
But is it about what the elderly ones have not done, or is it also about the younger ones not listening?
No, there's no way younger ones will not listen, because every young person in this world looks up to an adult.
Okay.
We're all their mentors one way or the other. You might not be the mentor of your younger brother in the house or your children, but trust me, there's an older person outside that they give that respect to and that regard. And in a way, maybe they choose that person because you also in the house, you defer your power to that person. By the way you act, the way you talk about that person, you two are looking up to that person as well. So we must really look at the big picture here and see that society, we need to do more. If you remember very well, the Dowen College issue is all around the same cultism talk. And instead of Nigerians to face that cultism head on, to say, okay, we want to eradicate cultism from our society so that young people are no longer oppressed by these violent gangs, and once and for all put a stop to it. They started blaming the 2 40-year-old boys, take them to jail, kill them, murder them. When we start, really, really becoming that punitive to our youths,